starts getting thin.
Okay. Well, you said video. I'm videoing. How long do you want me videoing?
I can cut it.
Okay. It's very warm.
It's fire.
Toasty.
Inside of there is over 2,000 degrees.
I know.
Should probably make some like legit tongs at some point. But making knives and stuff is so much more fun. Out of the way, dog. Almost there.
Almost there. One more time. Maybe. Have you
This
listened?
knife maker's forge is it's pretty cool because even though the front end opens, if you got something that's really long, the back end opens up too.
Yeah, let's not kill our shed back there though.
No, I had to keep it closed. I mean, this thing, it doesn't get hot. Like seriously, I'm touching barehanded on the back. It still feels cold. We're in Florida. It's not like you see snow or anything.
Yeah. Have you lifted up the propane tank to see how much propane you've used?
I don't know.
Oh, it has a. Does it?
There's a regulator.
What's the thing on the dial?
It's a gauge.
For what? What does it say? Like how full it is, or?
Just for pressure.
Oh, for pressure. Okay.
Lines. You see the lines I did when I did the initial shape and then added them and kind of rough ground and stuff. See, it's still staying there. Yeah, Kevlar. You see, you can still see the lines in there, the idea. And I drilled a couple of holes.
Oh, there we go. I was going to say it wasn't close enough.
I couldn't really get through them before when I was doing this. I did most of that with a Dremel after I did my initial shape. I know, it's like 2,000 degrees here.
Well, unless
I get my hand, that was still good.
Unless I get close, I can't see the lines.
But yeah, I need to normalize this thing a couple of times. So put it in, pull it out, make sure it's still straight. We're so close right now. I'll probably put it in this way. Just go a little deeper, all the way to the end. There's another ridge on the back of it. Go around this way. Kind of get a little lower if you can. Can you see inside of the thing? See, there's a ridge on the back that opens up, just like there is at the front. See in the front here, this ridge? That's that same ridge right along the...
Can't really see it with
that's alright, don't get any closer than that, I don't want to burn the camera.
I know, you can't really. It's chilly. I mean, not right here, obviously, but it's chilly out.
Yeah, I do a combination of removal and forging to get the initial shape. A lot of times I'll get it into whatever shape it is that I want, sort of. And then because I'm really not that good, I mean, I got train track and a couple of big hammers, but it's good enough with this stuff. I mean, if anybody's actually like starting out doing this, I mean, I've only been straightening this stuff for what, like a year now, and then I just started making knives. I'm on what, 12?
I don't know. You've made a lot.
Probably about at least 12.
You made a lot.
I have a bunch of tools too. I made a lot of wood carving tools. I made ones for doing the saya on like Japanese knives. You know, that's a wooden scabbard thing. And it's been working out really well. This is the new forge that my mom got for me. It's an NC tool, and it was a college graduation gift. I didn't get anything that cool when I got out of the military. Well, I mean, I guess I did. My grandfather gave me that. It's a
your
78
Beetle Bug.
Volkswagen Super Beetle convertible with a real 80s creative carcraft Mulholland wide body kit. All I had to do was completely rebuild the underside of the car and repaint it. But everything else has been awesome. I'm gonna have to replace some parts on the engine.
Oh, this was about knives. Now we're talking about cars.
Yes, I like the car though. See how this is doing. It should be glowing all the way across by now.
Well, yeah, it's glowing. Trust me, it's glowing.
There you
Woo!
go. That's
Toasty.
fun.
Oh, here, let me see if I can get close. I can't. Oh, there, yeah, now we can see the lines, and yep, it's glowing.
See right along this edge, the little bits.
Yeah.
You can see that it's not losing any of the edges at all, which means that this thing is not overheating it, just like you would with like a coal forge, or you know, you're using that hair dryer that people use, or the hand crank, or the map gas that I was using before. I was burning steel. I am no longer burning steel with this. I'm doing so much better with this thing.
You're just heating it.
Yeah, I'm just getting it to that critical temperature. See, I don't usually form bevels in along the edges. I tried it up here, and I didn't do so well with it. I knew this wasn't going to be a section that was going to be sharpened. It was just going to have that kind of bevel at the top. So I tried it up there. It didn't look great, and that mark all there was with the grinder. You see, it doesn't really have too much on that end. It was just on this side. Just practice with it more than anything. I know that I'm going to hit it with a belt sander or the grinder anyways. The rest of the stuff was on the bench grinder, getting the shapes of it, but I did the initial shaping, all of this. See, what the cool thing with the train track, here, let me put this back in. The cool thing with the train track is that you have rounded edges. I mean, this thing sits outside in Florida, so, I mean, you're getting rust on it no matter what. But even if you're going to hit with a grinder anyways, it's not like you're going to go perfect on it. Everybody always wants these flat, perfect, flat surfaces on their anvil, and it doesn't really matter. You're going to just go and you're going to use sandpaper anyways, and you're going to use your glass or, you know, whatever it is to make sure it's perfectly flat. And you don't need it. I mean, you got this straight edge on the edge of this thing here. That's a good 90 degrees. You could almost cut with this, like almost hot cut. I mean, if it was a little sharper. I know there's no hardy tool, but I'm thinking about making a couple of tools that actually connect on both sides and then layer on top of each other and then like almost add tools to the top of it. I mean, I got plenty of spring steel, and I mean, I got lawnmower blades. I could always use those to make the piece. And granted, they're mystery steel, but who cares? I mean, it's not like it's going to be sharpened. It's just going to have a hole in it so I can put actual cutting pieces in it. But this is the new hobby. This is what I've been having fun with. I really like doing it. And I encourage anybody to try this. I mean, it's old school stuff, but it's great. And thank you for filming it.
You want me to stop?
Yeah, you can stop.